Got a vision, got it to tell me. You know the rules. You definitely know how to block. We play your. Make sure we got everything centered right. Yeah. Um. It's currently active status in the culture. It's a currently active conversation. The most important topics that's currently going on. When I say currently, I mean the main things that's on the tip of everybody's tongues. Pause. We got 4 different concepts, structures, storylines, how you feel, subject matters we're gonna come across. We're gonna talk about which I've been saying, the Jim Jones paperwork that's out there. If you go on 50 Cent IG, you see it. His name is all through that. 50 Cent. He's saying that he's working with the boys. I mean, I just said, your name is in the paperwork, man. Everybody go to 50 Cent IG right now, and you can see it, man. There's nothing really else to talk about. Also, the Fat Joe situation. FBA, the disrespect between both parties, the individuals calling each other out. At the end of the day, this is hip hop, and when we clashing like this, there's a word in hip hop that we use. It's called unity. Black man created this. Why we can't, as a whole, accept that? Like, I feel like Puerto Ricans should be honored for where they at in hip hop. Y'all was there from the beginning. Y'all seen a lot of shit. Y'all was in the parks. But you just didn't create it, man. Why y'all can't be satisfied with being there? It's nowhere in hell you're gonna take this creation thing. But I understand the passion that some of you feel, but I mean, you gotta face reality. You know what I'm saying? We accepted y'all in. Let's stop trying to turn the narrative. The third structure that we're going to be talking about is dealing with music and what's currently the best project and what's the hottest albums. Give the 5 to take best currently hip hop albums sound wise, not sell wise, sound wise. And what's currently the hottest and what's next, what's to look out for in 2025. You know what I'm saying? Currently, tours. We're going to be talking about all that important stuff. And also, with the drama going on with the Diddy situation, Jay-Z situation, also the Nas and Noble situation. It's a lot of coverage things. Everybody once in a month I'm going to go and cover this REM. Bring you the hottest and what's currently going on, what's currently important in the culture that everybody's talking about. You know what I mean? And we starting off with the Fat Joe thing, man. We're gonna take it there, man. The whole FBA type thing. And like I just said earlier, man, like Puerto Ricans, y'all should be in line and happy where y'all at in hip hop. But you're not. You're not happy. You want to say you created it. You want to say it's 50-50. That's false. There's no way in hell that we should be submitting and trying to make that a reality. That is not real. That is being so not accurate. So not true. We can't push this narrative and make it seem like that's what it is when it's the facts is out there. But at the same time, it's like when we say this, I don't think Puerto Ricans, Latins should feel so offended when we say this, because shit, man, look at the contribution that y'all gave to the game. Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, however, like, it's so, we leave a lot out that they did. AZ, he's Dominican. A lot of people probably don't even fucking know that. Legend in this motherfucking. Fabulous. He's Dominican. Pop Smoke. Just like black or Dominican or some shit. List goes on and on. So once again, I say this to say that. What are you so mad about? Because y'all contribute so much. But we're just not going to give you the right and the authorization to say that you created this. Respect it and fall back. And it hurts me to say this because, yo, there's some PR motherfuckers that's darker than me. And they look at themselves and feel that they're black. I know a lot of Puerto Rican people that tell other people, I'm black. Like, so for those specific people, man, it hurts me, man, to talk this way, because at the end of the day, we're forgetting the unity aspect. That's like, let's, like, all this debating, what's the point? Like, when we broke so many motherfucking racial barrels, like, hip-hop done put so many motherfuckers together, like, you even got Jewish motherfuckers trying to act black sometimes, like, go to Brooklyn, like, you see that shit. They in the community. You go to these motherfucking hip-hop shows, they motherfucking, the whole motherfucker audience is white motherfucking people. You know, the ones that cost a little something, even the bullshit tickets. Even the $30 tickets. You go to SOBs, man, somewhere in Manhattan, it's nothing but white boys and white girls around you. I say this to say this. Hip-hop broke so many cultural awareness, togetherness. Instead of trying to figure out, which is already stated and known, fuck trying to figure out. It's a black man's culture. It's a black man's creation. Just accept it and let's leave it at that. Stamp it at that. And our people that contribute to the art form, y'all should be celebrated as well. Y'all should be acknowledged as well. Y'all did so much great things to it. All the poppers, all the breakers, all the graffiti artists, everything, everyone that contribute to the art, thank you. But you cannot take we help create. That's beyond cap. Y'all didn't help create shit. Y'all contribute. Y'all added on. Y'all gave layers. Y'all put bricks in the house. That's it. That's all you did. You brought some bricks towards the house. That don't mean you helped build the house. God damn it. Just because you was in the kitchen and you passed me some butter and I put in the pan and I continue to bake the cake, you didn't create that cake. You didn't do that. You helped contribute, put your arm muscle and going like this with the butter. That's what you did. You contribute. You helped. You didn't create it. So we gotta just stop with the bullshit narrative, man. And it hurts because, especially being from the Bronx, all my Spanish people, you know what it is, man. You know how it rocks with y'all. You know how we give it up. You know the barriers that we have, the bond that we have, the struggle we've been through, the women we slept with. We get it all. But we cannot and we refuse. And now is at a level, we're forgetting about the unity. We're disrespecting each other. We're going back and forth. Lord Jamar is inciting and antagonizing niggas. Got crazy legs feeling some type of way. You know, making fun of him. You know, it's like the insulting thing. Now is it to the point where when this being spoke on, we're bringing on to a level of speaking, and we speak with a certain type of passion, and we come out a certain way, we say a certain word. Now we're turning the whole subject matter into a racist situation coming from Fat Joe's statements when speaking on what he's saying about how he think is a 50-50 creation thing with the PR people and DR people. However, Fat Joe was wrong for saying it's 50-50. He should know better than that. He should definitely know better than that. He's from the roots. He's from a project where it's 90% black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand, hip-hop accepts. When you are in this realm and you in this forefront and you're not of the house, not of the culture, not black, you're white, you're whatever, we have to accept you for you to move on forward or to be successful in this. I say this to say this. Eminem is where he at today because black people accepted him. That's the first motherfucking thing. He's still at the tip of the tongue of people 25 years later. Why? Because black people moved over and said, here's your space, here's your room. Go ahead, play. Do you. Are we still talking about Vanilla Ice 30 years later? No. You know why we're not talking about Vanilla Ice 30 years later? Because hip-hop haven't accepted Vanilla Ice. This is why people's not talking about Vanilla Ice. This is why his music is not being played. This is why he's not considered top tier. See why Fat Joe has been in this sport, this rap thing for so long? Black people been accepted Fat Joe. I know there's 20 to 30 million people that hate that man, but look where he's come from. Digging in the crates. The first time I ever seen Fat Joe was in a Lord Finesse video, strictly for the ladies. Did you hear what I just said? Lord Finesse video. Big L was his partner. OC, Diamond D. He went to Fat Joe. Fat Joe went to the Apollo and won the Apollo. Black people been accepted Fat Joe. This is why Fat Joe is where he's at today. Because we've been said, yo, here's the seat. Go ahead, sit down. Got a blanket for you. Go ahead, live. Whatever you decide to do with your career, however you decide to flourish, when we say here, live, that's on you. When we give you the baton, we say rock it right. So you gotta understand this. To be that cool, you have to be anywhere successful in this culture, black people have to accept you first. That's the first thing, especially if you're not from the culture, if you're not melanin, if you're not that, we gotta accept you first. And it might take, we might not accept you off of a verse or first appearance. We gotta look at you, examine it you first and say, alright, you good. Here's a house. Here's a room. Go. Make it bad. Do your thing. So, we forget, man. We open arms to all. So, it was all about unity. So, we should focus on the Grand Prix of things and make it unity. Let's this debate. And listen, Lord Jamal been called out people to sit and have a debate and nothing's happening. And guess what? It's not going to happen. So let's get off that time and let's just accept law. Let's stop going back and forth. Let's stop trying to make it a racial thing. It's already out there. You can see what it is. Accept law. Everybody should be happy what they contribute towards hip hop. Everybody. Even white people. The white people that's been in it and did their thing. Eminem, Beastie Boys, Yellow Wolf, LP from Company Flow, MC Search. You know, all the names can go. It can keep going, right? Be happy where you're at. Be happy where you contribute. Be happy that you added to the art form. But don't you dare in your motherfucking life say you created the shit. We should be happy for a Big Pun. We should be saluting this shit instead of trying to say, hey, I helped create this shit. You damn sure did not. So let's stop denying of it. Just let's celebrate. 51 years just went by. Let's celebrate the narrative of what they did for the culture. Stop trying to point at the fact who created, because we know who created it. It's a melon thing. It's a black man thing. It's not going to go any further than that. It stops right there. Just stop with the cap. Currently, switching the gears. Currently right now, in music, this hip-hop thing, what we got going on. We talking about current albums in the past 2.5, 3 months. In that realm, GNX got it, man. Kendrick Lamar, listen, man. Like it or not, hate him or not, enjoy his music or not, however you feel about this, man. If we're talking currently status, Kendrick Lamar is at the top of the podium. Not only he's at the top of the podium, he is motherfucking bringing it in with commercial success, album sales success. It's very rare where you can get a pure form of the art, of the culture, from a West Coast point of view, bringing the culture and bringing the art form, carrying on tradition, and sell records. It's very rare. Because don't get twisted, that GNX album is not no it's not no pop friendly type album. It's more of a like currently what's going on in the West Coast. It's like a celebration, victory. We here now. We want to hold on to this position that we have. You got features, guys that wouldn't normally make the album cut of a Kendrick, but being that he's really trying to put the West Coast on his back, he's putting certain dudes on. And one thing about the West, man, they stick together. The West Coast pride is very strong. I wish New York had a pride like that. But see what it is about New York? Every individual is just on their own dick. Their mind is like, I'm a boss, period. Every nigga in New York think he's the king of New York. And when you see, because this is a coastal thing when we dealing with hip-hop, west, south, east, north. And when you see the resurface of the West Coast, it leaves, because it's a competitive thing, we already know that. So it leaves somebody in New York and be like, get the fuck out of here. And they say, too much dick licking. And this is where Joey Badass comes in. And he comes in, throws his little shot. He's definitely talking about Kendrick Lamar. He's being subliminally. And he dropped that the first day of the year. And it's January 9th. And we already got Daylight and Ray Vaughn from TDE already replying to what Joey Badass said. You see, that's that West Coast shit, man. You see how these motherfuckers stick together? Soon as fucking Joey Badass made a Joey Badass got a record called The Ruler's Back. Right? He got a record called The Ruler's Back. And on that record, and like I said, it's what? It's January, today's the 9th. So, that record came out the top of the year, right? And, he made the record, got a little response. People, they feel a certain type of way. It's just and, it's not even full. It just made what, like 1 week? And people feel some type of way. I mean, the West Coast already is like making a response. And it's like, God damn, man. The pride that the West Coast have and how they stick together is remarkable. I mean, you gotta love it, man. I mean, God damn, these niggas like, they stick together, they stay on point, they stay on some like family structure shit. They might kill each other, but when it comes to fucking sticking with each other and being on some like, yo, we gonna hold it down for the West Coast, man, I tell you, man, the pride that the West Coast have is tremendous, man. I love it. The record that Joey Badass came out with, The Ruler's Back, You can hear it. You can see that he's definitely...
That's right. It feels so good to be back, man. I'm back, baby.
Listen to the lyrics. It's clearly he's getting at Kendrick.
Moved out the city, copped the house in the sticks. Couple acres, couple whips, whole lot of bricks. I got options, baby, take your pick. Might fuck around and coordinate the fit. It's my life in film, baby. I just write the spread. Mr. Really put that on. They be counterfeit. I'm taking calculated risk. Too legit to quick to get you niggas acclimated quick. It's rules to this shit. Hold up. I got mirrors in my city, fuck the nomination. This for every time they left me out the conversation. I'm back by popular demand and world domination. I'm finna bomb on niggas' plans fresh off my vacation. I was sitting back, watching from an eagle eye, trying not to react. Just give me one reason, I swear I'm on full attack. East Coast nigga till I die. It's clear who the independent king of NY, nigga. Straight like that, come on.
This where it starts. Listen.
Yeah, the rule is back, baby.
This is where he's gonna start throwing the shots.
Too much West Coast dick licking. I'm hearing niggas throwing rocks, really.
Too much West Coast dick licking. First of all, that's a phrase off of what people would consider a classic album, Reasonable Doubt by Sean Carter. The 2-2 track, the double track, I assume the name of that is. He got that line off of Jay-Z. So when you hear that, you automatically think King of NY, too much West Coast stick licking. Can't help to think that he's paying homage to Jay-Z. But no, he's setting up the trap, setting up the surface to go in for the kill.
He ain't shit sticky, cause if we talking bar for bar, really it's slim pickings. I rap like I draw pentagrams and kill chickens, nigga, fuck around. Which is so like eat the quick fall feature. This that black Air Force energy coming out your speaker. I'm out your reach, your arms too short to box the Elohim. Still
The Elohim.
Stilo had a dream. I stand tall in this rap thing like Yao Ming and Moon.
No, Kendrick. Phrases is that. Says your arms are too you can't box with me, boy. So now the cat's in the hat. Joey Badass is like, I want to play. You say you the best? Hold on. Jump in the ring. I want the title. Cause yo, hands down, GNX got it right now. Currently albums right now that got it, GNX is up there. Cortopia, Tyler the Creator is up there. Ice Cube is up there. Ab-Soul is up there. Fat Joe is up there. Missionary, Snoop Dogg is up there. We talking currently 2.5, 3 months zone. Those are the hottest albums out right now. So on top of that, Poland is Kendrick. Album-wise sells albums like about over 800,053 copies. It's reaching for platinum. Tyler's damn near over 900,000 and 50-something copies in. Destined to go platinum like in a week or two. So the West Coast is it's like they rising. The merger, Dr. Dre's back. Death Row's back. Missionary. Definitely gonna be one of the top choice albums of the year. You see the merge of the West Coast is back. So Joey Badass like, hold on, nigga, what the motherfucker? And look, already you got motherfuckers like Daylight. Got motherfuckers like Ray Vaughn like, nah, nigga, Kendrick, yeah, got a tour to do. Got shit to do, man. You got to hold down to the success for the West. We got this, nigga. Daylight shot back shit yesterday. Ray Vaughn from TDE shot out today. It could be a merge of a East to West thing popping off, man. Who's from the East Coast gonna be like, yo, nah, y'all ain't gonna jump this nigga. He's from Brooklyn. Fuck that. We gonna get somebody to say that? I doubt that. It'd be nice though. We could start. It only takes one person to jump in right now from NY. I don't care who you are. It only takes one person to jump and be like, nah, fuck that. I stand with Joey Badass, man. It's NY shit. What we gonna do? East Coast. Then we can have a lyrical coastal type war going on. You know what I'm saying? It only takes one person to jump in that ring. But that's what's going on currently in music. You know what I'm saying? Covered the Fat Joe thing. Covered what's going on currently in music. This Jim Jones situation, man. Man. 50 Cent put up some paperwork of Jim Jones. And this is the conversation between Jim Jones, Shotty, talking about 6ix9ine. He's in the paperwork. Jim Jones' name. Go on your Instagram right now, you see it. So I say this to say this. When Jim Jones got arrested in Atlanta, and it was guns in that car, it was drugs in that car. No probation, no nothing. Jim Jones walked. Why was that? Working with the people. It's in the paperwork. 50 Cent said in the IG, listen, man, don't talk gangster, don't talk tough. Because I know you work with them people in them. Exhibit A. Scroll, see that man's name right in the paperwork. And the reason this is coming up, because Jim Jones is recently on this YouTube internet kid, Jason LaBoy, he was on there. He's bringing up why he decided to get on stage with 50 Cent and explain his half. Hey, man, I have a hot record. 50 Cent is a monster right now. G-Unit as itself, they do wild tours. I'm thinking how we can set a level of get with these tours that they're doing. Because you got to understand around that tour, G-Unit was doing a lot of stadium, a lot of tours, a lot of shows. Dipset was still in the clubs. Jim Jones like trying to see how we can get it there. Linking up with 50, it might have been a connect. But 50 used it as a pawn to help separate the Dipset further. Look at Dipset now. They're not as strong as it is. Mason Cam got together. And they doing great things. They even interviewed 50. And this is how it got to this level. Because Jim Jones is on there like, yo, on Jason LaBoy show. And he was like, they got nothing to do with talking about Jim Jones. Like, get off my dick. And I knew 50 was going to reply. I've seen this interview, Wednesday, yesterday? And look at that. 50's already on IG. Putting out paperwork on Jim Jones. Man, that's the latest. Is what's going on currently in this culture of hip-hop things, man. Leave your comments, speak your mind. And next up, man, being that Kendrick is one of the hottest in this realm of things, man, I'm going to have to do a GNX album review, man. Yes, sir. Staying tuned. Gutter Vision, got 10. You know the rules. You definitely not a fuck. We play, you heard?